Hello everybody, welcome to my 50s kitchen, Okay, so we are going to be making today the Epicure butter chicken. This is one of our simple and quick dinners. So everything that you need is in this package other than your produce and your meat. So what it called for, I'm always changing my recipes slightly. So what I have in this frying pan is 1 onion diced, and I used my 4-in-1 Epicure spoon and to get out my coconut oil that's butter flavored. This recipe actually calls for butter. If you love butter, then go for it. You use your butter and it's 1 tablespoon. But for me, not a huge butter person. I'm lactose intolerant. Butter doesn't agree with me. So I'm going with the butter flavored coconut oil. And I've got my pan nice and hot now. And I've got my onions. We did 1 large onion cubed or diced, sorry. And I just got that sauteing up until it's a little bit translucent. So what I suggest to do, if you know you've got a really busy week and you've got our easy meals, you can easily take that package and look on the back and see the recipe. Don't be afraid to alter the recipes a little bit. If you're vegan, you could do this exact recipe that I'm doing with tofu instead. Don't do tofu, then you could use legumes instead. So don't be afraid to try, mix things up a little bit so that it suits your lifestyle, okay? But what I was going to say is if you know that you've got a busy day and you're going to be coming home late or something, or it's just, you know you're going to be tired when you get home, do all this prep work and use our little perfect portions containers here. I did a zucchini and cubed it all, and then do this like the night before or even on the weekend. This will stay perfectly good for a few days in your fridge, so you could chop this all up on the weekend, stack these all up in your fridge so you've got this stuff all ready to go, and then you're literally coming home and just grabbing whichever ones you need for whatever particular recipe you're doing, and you're gonna they're all ready to go, just like this. Okay, so that's my suggestion to make it even faster than it already is. So we are getting our onions a little bit translucent here. That's what I want to see. I'll just show it to you. I don't know if you can tell, but they're not so white. They're a little bit translucent. If you want to leave these go until they're caramelized, you could do that. I'm not going to for the sake of what we're doing today. I want to keep this moving for us. Looking really good. I am going to let it go for just a couple more minutes. This recipe does not call for a zucchini, but hey, guess what? I love zucchini, and I have a zucchini in the fridge that needed to be used up, so I chopped it, and it's going to be part of my meal. We are going to have a rice dish to go with this. I'm not going to make that on camera today, but I'm just going to show you how to do the butter chicken part, and then you can make rice, and I'll do another video another day with that. We'll do rice in the Epicure steamer. We'll do it in the microwave and it'll be like done. But I gave my steamer or sold my steamer to my mother-in-law because shipping is really slow right now due to COVID, and she is a cancer survivor, and I wanted her to have it. I'm waiting for mine. Mine's coming. It's coming. So when it comes, I will do a video for you on how to do rice. But you can make whatever side you want. If you want to do, maybe you're not doing anything white. Some people don't do any white potatoes, no white rice. You could do brown rice. You could do sweet potatoes. You could do potatoes, whatever you want as your side. Or maybe just some green vegetables. This week I'm doing no grains. Every once in a while I'm doing that. I'm trying to release some weight. So I'm trying to do that, and so I will be having something totally different with my butter chicken tonight. I'm probably just going to have some vegetables, and that's why I'm adding this extra vegetables to my dish. So now these are my onions are getting a little bit of some color to them. They're getting a little bit caramelized. So the next thing we're going to do is dump in this package, and you're literally just going to dump this in. When it's a curry-based thing, curry likes to be cooked a little bit in oil before you start adding other things. And it's often, oh, it smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell this. It's often like onions and a little bit of oil, and then you just mix this up. Let it cook down for a few minutes, and then you'll add your other things. So I just want, it's quite dry, and that's okay. That's how we want it right now. It's looking really good. It smells so amazing. I can't even tell you. Oh my God. I can't wait to eat. I love curry. So, okay. So on the back it says, and it's all right here for you to see, okay? So it's really easy. You buy these little dinner packs and you get them at home. You get all your stuff already cut and it's ready in your fridge. You come home, you're like, which one am I making? Maybe you have enough stuff cut to make 3 different meals for the week. Maybe 4, depending on which ones you're using. And then you're just gonna grab your pack and literally follow the instructions on the back. So we did melt 1 tablespoon of butter, and I used the butter flavored coconut oil in a large frying pan on medium heat. And then you're going to saute a large diced onion, did all that. And then you're going to stir in the seasoning and add 1 can of coconut milk. So I have my coconut milk right here. So, and it's in a big clump at the top because that's how it is. We're going to do 1 can of coconut milk. Coconut milk is so good for you. It's a healthy fat, and this is the one I got. You can get any one. I got an organic one. You can get any one that you want. Now we're going to stir that up. And coconut milk to me just makes curry taste just amazing. It's so rich and creamy. It's non-dairy, which is really important for me. I'm lactose intolerant, like I said. And I just find this so much nicer when I don't have to worry about tummy aches or taking lactate pills or things like that to get me through, right? So this is good. So I've just mixed that all in. And now let's see what it says next. So it says you're going to mix in your coconut milk and half a cup of crushed tomatoes. So here's my half a cup of, I'm using cubed. I like a little bit more texture to my food, so I'm using cubed tomatoes. Now this is just a half a cup, right? So I had a huge amount. I'm actually gonna throw in my zucchini now because that's my little extra addition, right? So I'm gonna throw in my zucchini. I realize that this is off of what the recipe says, but I want a little extra vegetables in my curry, and I think this is going to be just wonderful. So we're just waiting for this to come back up to heat. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Now what I was going to say is I get my tomatoes in a big container like this. It's already in the recycle. I've already washed it out and it's in the recycle. So I got a big container like this. So what you can also do is measure your tomatoes into another container and just throw these right into your freezer. And then when you need to make something like this, you are not scrambling. You just can pull that right out, even frozen, and pop it right into your frying pan. So there's another little tip for you. All right, where are we here? So easy so far, right? We're almost done, other than just letting it cook down a bit. So we've got in our crushed tomatoes, we're going to bring this to a boil. So that's what I've done. I turned up my stove again to maximum, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. And once that's brought to a boil, I'm going to add in 2 pounds of cubed boneless chicken. So I've got that all here ready. And like I said, if you don't like chicken, add something different. Do butter, instead of doing butter chicken, do butter fish if you love fish, or tofu, or legumes, or you could just do vegetables and completely skip the meat altogether. it's okay to experiment and try these things, and makes it so simple because everything is all mixed and ready for you in here. You get to decide what produce you want to put in there or what meat you want to put in there, right? It's your choice. And this is taking seconds to make. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for 10 minutes or until cooked. Remove from the heat. And then once we've removed this from the heat, which I'm going to put you guys on pause, I'll show you how to finish this meal. So it's almost ready here. It's all boiling. So I'm going to throw in my cubed chicken because Mr. Reese and I are going to have our chicken today. So I'm throwing in my 2 pounds, or I did 2 chicken breasts, okay? That's what I did. 2 chicken breasts. And I'm mixing the, oh my God. I wish I was eating dinner now. This smells amazing. And you know, if you wanted to do something that was just a simply one pot meal, you don't want to have the rice on the side, doing a chopped up sweet potato or a regular potato into this and just having it as one thing would be phenomenal. And then you could use something like this, almost like a roti. You could use like a tortilla wrap or a roti wrap, and you could wrap them all up in that. So yeah, it's gonna be so good. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells amazing in here. My husband's gonna love that when he gets home. All right, so 1 second, I'm gonna put you on pause, and then I'm gonna come back for the end part where we mix something else in. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about 8 minutes. So we're going to continue boiling this down. But I did decide to start some rice. I'm doing it in my Instant Pot. If you have an Instant Pot, doing jasmine rice, you could do basmati rice, you could do any kind of rice, whatever you want. I'm doing a jasmine rice, and it's 1-to-1 of water and rice. So I'm doing 2 cups, and I did 2.5 cups of water because I like my rice a little bit softer than what I find the Instant Pot does according to the recipe that they suggest, the 1-to-1. So I do 1 1/4 is basically what I do. So that takes 4 minutes for the rice to be done. And I just want you to see how amazing this looks. It smells absolutely incredible. I'm just going to bring it closer so that you can see. Can you smell it? Take a deep breath. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So once this is completely done, which we're almost there, it calls for 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. So this is my yogurt, and it is not Greek, but it has a Greek yogurt texture. So this is skyr. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but this is skyr, and it is Icelandic yogurt, and it's very, really thick, like a Greek yogurt, okay? But it is lactose-free naturally. So it's really great for me because I'm lactose intolerant. So it's really easy on your stomachs if you have any kind of little allergies like that or sensitivities to dairy. You might want to try it because it works really well. So I don't have any problems with it. So now that this is done, I'm turning off the heat, and I'm going to take this out of here and put it into my frying pan. I'm just using the edge of my cup to get the most out of it. And then I'm going to mix this all in to my butter chicken. And that, my darlings, is all it takes to make a quick Epicure dinner. It tastes and smells like you were slaving over this for the entire day. You didn't have to think about anything other than just what you wanted to add to the package. The directions are all on there, and it tastes like gourmet meal. It's really, really, really delicious. I am going to boil mine down a tiny bit more because I like a little bit thicker. That's what it looks like. Would you like to try some? There you go. It's good, huh? So good. I don't even know how to make this from scratch, so this is fabulous. Thank you, Epicure, for a very gourmet kind of meal tonight. I hope you enjoyed the butter chicken video. I'll post some pictures on my Facebook page. You can always follow me there at Epicure's Vintage Wife Happy Life, and I'll be posting pictures there and videos here. So I hope you guys get to try it. You can order from me. There will be a link below if you would like to try making this yourself at home. You can order from my link below and get your own pack and try it yourself and make it however you want. And I would love to see you share pictures on my Facebook page of if you end up making it, and please leave me comments below. See you later. Thank you so much for joining me in my 50s kitchen. I hope you try this and love it, love it, love it. Tastes amazing to me. Bye-bye. I'm so glad we had this time together. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.